So my name is Emily Vaughn, and I am head of accounts at GEM. And Stephen?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Siva Kannan. I'm the VP of Engineering at GEM. My experience has been in operating systems, security, IoT platform before entering into this blockchain world. Today, Emily is going to present to you about the healthcare project which you have been working on. Tomorrow, you'll get a sneak peek on the insurance side of things as well. But today, you'll get to see what we have done for the healthcare.
Yep, that's right. So today, for a consensus, GEM is unveiling the work that we have been doing in the insurance space. As you may know, we announced our partnership with Capital One to do revenue cycle management for healthcare. And so today we're going to explore the full life cycle of a medical claim running on top of a blockchain network. So what you see on the left screen is the GEMOS platform and the transaction viewer as transactions tick down the blockchain. And then on the right, you'll see two applications which are meant to represent the provider and payer billing software. So what we have are two disparate applications running on top of a federated Ethereum network, and the GEMOS platform acting as an abstraction layer so that those applications can maintain their private data stores while still leveraging a shared blockchain and shared understanding of those data assets as they move throughout their life cycle. So the basic life cycle of a medical claim is the creation process, approval process, and payment collection, and then closure of the claim. And this is something that that takes the hospital networks a long time to do. So the goal for our project was to see if we could leverage blockchain technology to reduce the revenue cycle. That doesn't necessarily mean money's moving faster, but it does mean that payment data is moving in such a way that providers can accurately predict their revenue and then lessen some strain from the payer-provider dynamic. So taking a look, we're going to create a very basic medical claim for Margaret, and she uses Blue Cross as her insurer. So what we have are preloaded into the GEMOS platform some basic procedure codes that we can put in.
So this is on the provider side, healthcare provider.
And she's getting a lot of work done, so.
And these rules, essentially, insurance payers can actually submit into the federated network, and appropriate providers can pick up those updated rules on a regular basis. So these are all the diagnosis and the treatment codes, and she's essentially keying in those codes after the specific treatment for the patient.
So what you can see here on the left is all of the data that goes into the claim, including the diagnostic procedure codes as well as private information about the patient and their health plan. So obviously we can't put all of this information onto a blockchain network. So what GEMOS is going to do is create a proof of existence upon claim submission. So and we should see that new transaction populate on the GEMOS platform to the left. So what's going on in the background is GEMOS is taking a hash of the claim document and publishing a proof of existence of that hash onto the blockchain network, along with the public keys of the payer application, essentially granting the payer application rights to this asset. So, so we can see to the left here the creation of a claim and the receipt notification, meaning that the payer's application had said, yes, we've received the claim. And so I'm going to switch over to the payer application, who's going to have to manually approve this claim because it's over $10,000. So they're saying, yes, we're agreeing to pay for her bills today. And when I switch back over to the provider view, I may have to refresh this a little bit, but we should see that the submission approval and process has begun. So we can actually collect the patient's responsibility. So the delivery of the explanation of benefits is a process in the health claims life cycle that can take up to 2 weeks. So it's very difficult for providers to collect the patient responsibility at the time of care. So we are able to do that today by collecting this amount from Margaret, and the payer on their side, they are able to batch settle their payments as they normally would. So again, we're not really focusing on moving money around, just the payment data, so that providers can accurately predict what their revenue is going to be. So I'm just going to close out all the outstanding payments that I have for Venus Health, and I'm going to click pay and go about being an insurance company. And from the provider's perspective, once that payment has been submitted from the payer, they should receive a notification that that they can close this claim, which would then complete the cycle. So on average, it takes 32 days to go through this entire process, which we've just reduced to like 6 minutes. So that can be really transformative in the healthcare world. But what's really exciting is how we use blockchain technology to achieve this. So we're going to kind of come over here and look at this a little bit more. Because all of the information being contained within this interaction is private and sensitive, and we're talking about multiple companies leveraging shared infrastructure to move information around, we need to be able to ensure a certain amount of privacy, both for the businesses and the individuals involved. And so you can see the way that GEM represents a claim document on the blockchain by providing a document ID, a hash, a fingerprint of that record, and the keys of the different individuals and what their permissions are. And if you want to get really exciting with it, you can also see how this is structured from a code level on our platform. So that completes our demonstration for you guys today. Open to questions.
So just to add to what Amelia said, if you see the claim, the claim processing was done right away with the patient contribution and the provider contribution known right away. And all the rules which were done as part of the diagnosis and treatment codes, those are all also happening over the blockchain network. So the exchange of information for the claims is happening through the network, and also the validation of rules are also happening over the network.
All right. Well, thank you guys for your time today.
Thank you.